What's up, guys? Came out to the cabin to check things out, and look at this. Solar guys got all the solar done for me. Well, pretty much. You still got to hook some things up, get everything hooked up, and the batteries hooked up. But you know, it's really cool. In the winter, these things, I don't know if you can see this. See how these things crank right here? So in the winter, you can put them at a super steep angle, all the snow falls right off. And in the summer, you can flatten them out. And there's enough solar to power cabin off grid with no more energy from the city. Kind of cool. So we got a big battery bank in there. We got nice solar here, and cabin will be zero emission. So mostly it's just been really fun. It's been really nice. You know, there's a big fire up here. Electrical systems went down, and you know, eventually it doesn't really matter what happens. This will be continually powered no matter what happens with the city. So if someone hits a transformer line or a storm or whatever, we'll still have power, which I think is. All right, so coming from the solar field over here, all the lines, conduit come over here, and this is where it goes into the garage area. It's kind of like a big battery and inverter room. So we have all our inverters, charge controllers, and batteries behind that wall. And here is the propane generator that's going in for backup. So if something were to happen where we had too much snow or no sun, the propane generator would kick in and top off all the batteries. And this is where that propane generator goes. Check this out. Goes right here. So this will be our area where the propane generator goes, and this will be fully enclosed. And in the winter, you'll get sometimes about 8 feet of snow up here. So it will kick on every once in a while, but hopefully we can tilt those steep enough in the wintertime where the snow will fall off and the sun will hit them and still keep everything charged up. So for some of you guys who are just barely starting to follow me or have been following me for a while, you'll know I love tractors. And one of the things I really like to do is reuse everything. I hate wasting anything. So what you may not know is I got my own sorting plant here. And what does that mean? Check this out. So this right here is a screener. And this screener sends off all the small rock over here, the big rock right here, all the big stuff, and then all the topsoil over here. Check out that huge pile of topsoil. So I will be able to use all of our own dirt here on the property when we excavate for the roads and everything else on here. And I'm able to create all of our own topsoil, all of our own rock, and our cobble. And then we have a huge crusher coming in where we'll send all the rock through, and we'll actually create all of our own gravel. So you may not know this, but I love tractors. I love machines. And one day they'll make these things in hydrogen. So until that happens, I've got to use the existing ones. But check this out. This is a sweet Volvo 355 ECR 355L, short swing so you don't hit anything, and that thumb and bucket. A lot of fun. I run it all the time. I love tractors, and we're building all of our own roads, digging out, excavating all of our own stuff. And this is kind of where I get away. So, you know, look, life is chaos. I'm working 12, 14-hour days at work at Nikola. And on the weekends, or sometimes when I just have a really, you know, crazy week and I just need to get away, that's what I do. I come up here, I play on tractors, I work with the excavators, I till the earth, I touch the ground, I try to be sufficient up here. We're putting solar in, batteries, we're doing all of our own rock work, all of our own roads, cobble, topsoil, everything. So it's a lot of fun. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing the best I can and getting away as well. So when we take all the dirt from the excavation, we excavate it out of like where the basement goes and the road goes down and everything else. How do we move it? Well, check this baby out. It's a haul truck. I feel like Parker sometimes off of Gold Rush, although not nearly as qualified as him. But check that out. A 30-ton, 30G Volvo haul truck. And that is how I move all the dirt everywhere. And when it gets really dirty, what do? This right here is a really cool pressure washer with a boiler right there, so you can get really hot water and blow all the nasty stuff off. And yeah, I just want to give you guys a little tour of the cabin. It makes me feel alive, makes me feel happy, and it's kind of my escape from the rest of the world, especially in this coronavirus. It actually makes me more happy to have a cabin, because I'm like, you know what, if all heck hits the fan in the world, at least I got a place to go with clean water. You know, it's kind of nice to to get away, you know? So here is the little guy. This is a John Deere 60G, and this is what I do all the landscaping with. So we're going to cut in all the irrigation lines, landscaping, everything else with that little guy. And you know, I'm pretty decent. I know how to run a dozer. I know how to run a track hoe. I know how to run a mini excavator. I know how to run a front end loader. I'm not like insanely good like a professional by any means, but I definitely know how to do quite a bit. But this is like this little guy here, this 333G. That is what I'm probably best at. So if you ever want to learn how to drive tractors, that right there is going to be one of the best ones for you to learn on. And that's kind of what taught me everything. So I went from that. I went to track hoes, to front end loaders, to haul trucks, to pretty much everything. But hope you guys are having a good weekend. Just want to give you a little hello and show you around the property and show you what I'm working on the weekends when I'm not going crazy with